Hey everyone. I know I've been scarce on my channel for a very, very, very long time. I promise I have good reasons. Second, I've lost 115 pounds. Sorry, 116 as of this morning. Um, but that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I am an outrage. Um, Recently they came out with a movie called Flint. Now, I live in Flint, Michigan. Yeah. We're dealing with a crisis here. Now, I know I'm about to get a lot of comments and crap regarding this video, and to each their own, but here's the truth. This is what we're dealing with. That movie barely scratched the surface, and they lied. They said that, in the movie, they said that they notified people. We didn't get a notification at all. When we heard, hang on, let me set this up. When we heard about the crisis, it was too late. My sister is 6 years old, or gonna be 6 on November 14th. In the movie, they said that everybody got a boil advisory and that people were told not to drink the water and that it was an E. coli issue and everybody got notified and this, that, and the other. No, not at all. Not at all true. We live in an area, how do I put this to where, people don't know where I live, but they know where I live. We live in an area close enough to Burton. We didn't get a boil advisory. Mind you, we still had the water that was poisoned, but we didn't get a boil advisory. No. We got everything's okay, the water's safe, and all this other stuff from our mayor. Okay? Now, fast forward a couple months, they started realizing it's lead. The ones that got the boil advisory got notified first. We got notified after the results of the kids came out. In the movie, they said that the doctor compared the notes and things like that. Yeah, that happened, but we didn't get notified until after that. That is when we got my sister tested. Her results came back at a 6. That's extremely high. Normal is at a 2. 5 is high. 6 is outrageous. Hers was a 6, almost a 7 when we found out. Okay? Now at this time, I was pregnant with my unborn child. And I was terrified. First of all, my baby, my little sister, she is my pride and joy before I had my own child, she was my pride and joy. She still is. But now I have 2 pride and joys. Sorry, the furnace just kicked on. It's cold in here. But anyway, I cried when I found out about Anna. And I cried out of the safety of me and my child. I shouldn't have to worry about water. I shouldn't have to worry about it. It's a natural human right to have clean water. Everywhere else has clean water, but us. Okay? So they started handing out water bottles, which they said in the movie. But some of the water bottles were poisoned. After they handed out all the water, they found out some of the water was contaminated. Matter of fact, I still have one of the brands back here. Let me pause the video and I'll grab it. Okay, so it was Nestle, or sorry, not Nestle, Nigeria, the Star Wars version. These got recalled. I only have one left. Mind you, these were the ones we were drinking when we found out. I cried even more. I can't even protect my unborn child from poisoned water. First of all, from Flint's tap water. I can't protect her from that. And now, bottled water? What are we supposed to do here in Flint? And I know a lot of people are going to say, okay, well, why don't you just move? you need money. You need money to move. You need money to get a house. Whether renting or buying, you need money. And Flint doesn't have it. People in Flint don't have it. Okay? I don't have the money to move. You know what I did? Instead of drinking this or the tap water, I had to go to my sister-in-law's house and get water from her. I was scared to bathe. I was scared to cook. And I was scared to drink our water for the health of me and my unborn child. I shouldn't have to worry about that. That is a basic human right. And this movie lied through the whole thing about everything. It barely scratched the surface of the problem. There is so much more. We're still dealing with it. And they made this movie before the thing's even done. We're still dealing with the water crisis here, people. We're still dealing with the fact that we don't have money to fix it. The fact that we're still getting water bottles and our stations are closing down one by one. I used to have one right down the road from me, and it closed. They don't deliver water bottles to anyone anymore. They don't deliver filters anymore. I'm not even sure if they hand out filters anymore. And the filters last barely a month. So you're constantly getting filters, you're constantly getting water bottles, and then that doesn't even touch the fact that what happens to the water bottles after they're gone, after they're drunk. Okay, what happens when the water's gone? This ends up everywhere. If my child wasn't sleeping, I would take you for a ride and show you what happens when these are left out and about. Our town is trash. Complete trash. Everywhere. Landfills, streets. And not to mention all the fucking construction. I'm happy that they're replacing the pipes. Truly am. But my tires and my car can't take it anymore. They don't put out cones, which means you're literally bouncing in the potholes, and they're deep ass holes. Excuse me. Deep holes. And I'm over it. I'm over Flint. And I've lived here my entire life. I've never had an issue with Flint. And between the crime and this whole Flint water crisis, it's ridiculous. And nobody understands what's actually going on here. I don't know. My heart is broken. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of Flint people here that are heartbroken. They can't provide for their family proper water because the resources aren't there. It's just not there. So, the movie is crap. It's just crap.